Welcome back to the channel Coin Star. Imagine finding a penny worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. While most people might overlook this small coin, the 1970 Lincoln penny could hold a jaw-dropping value if it has the right features. Stick around as we dive into the history, unique characteristics, and the mind-blowing value of this coin, which collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. The 1970 penny was minted in the Denver Mint, one of the key mints in the U.S. that produced some of the most iconic coins in American history. But what makes the 1970 penny so special, and why is it drawing so much attention from collectors? During this period, the U.S. was producing large amounts of coinage due to a booming economy, and Lincoln cents were at the heart of it all. While the penny's design hadn't changed since 1909, with Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the value of this coin was about to change dramatically, thanks to a few unique features. One of the first things collectors look for is the tiny D mint mark just below the date, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. This is a key detail, but it's not the whole story. While millions of these pennies were made, certain unique qualities make a small number of them incredibly valuable. One of the biggest draws for collectors is the existence of small date and large date varieties in the 1970 penny. The small date variety is far rarer and holds a higher market value. So, how do you know if your 1970 penny is the rare small date? Look closely at the numbers, the 7 in particular. In the small date variety, it aligns differently, and it's slightly lower in comparison to the other numbers. Besides the date varieties, errors play a massive role in a coin's value. Some 1970 pennies have double die errors, which means certain elements of the design were struck twice, creating a doubling effect. If your 1970 penny shows this doubling on the date, mint mark, or other parts of the design, you may be holding onto something quite valuable. Other notable errors include off-center strikes, where the coin was struck outside its intended alignment. These errors are relatively rare and can make a huge difference in the penny's value. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with such errors, especially in higher grades. Now, let's talk about grading, which is essential to understanding why some pennies are worth thousands, while others are just pennies. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. For a 1970 penny, coins graded in the highest levels, like MS 65 or MS 66, fetch a much higher price than those in lower conditions. This grading scale measures things like scratches, wear, luster, and overall eye appeal. For instance, a 1970 small date penny graded MS 65 can be worth hundreds or even thousands, but in top grades like MS 67 or MS 68, the value can skyrocket. This grading process is often done by professionals, like PCGS or NGC, to ensure accuracy and increase the coin's market value. So, what's the big deal? Could your penny really be worth $940,000? For the right coin, absolutely. Recently, one of these 1970 Lincoln pennies sold for close to $1 million because of its impeccable condition, rare small date variety, and possibly some unique error features. While not every 1970 penny will fetch such a high price, the potential is there, especially as demand continues to rise among collectors. These coins represent more than just value, they are a part of history, a testament to America's industrial past and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Now that you know the potential of the 1970 penny, how can you tell if your penny is worth a closer look? Here's what you can do: look carefully at the date to see if it's a small date or large date, look for doubling on the date, mint mark, or other features. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Look for signs of wear or damage, which could impact its worth. If you think your penny has potential, getting it professionally graded can make a huge difference. And remember, even if your penny doesn't hit that $940,000 mark, any coin in good condition with unique features could still be worth a lot more than face value. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of the 1970 Lincoln penny. Whether you're a collector or just starting out, there's so much to explore in these little pieces of history that carry big value. Don't forget to check your change and keep an eye out for these rare gems. Who knows, you might just be holding on to a penny worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coin secrets. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more coin insights and tips. Keep exploring, stay curious, and happy collecting. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing finds in coin collecting, the 1977 Lincoln penny with a mint mark. Now, you might be wondering how a seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin could be worth an astounding $9.5 million. Stick around as we explore what makes this penny so special, its fascinating history, and, of course, how to identify if you have one of these rare treasures. First, let's rewind and take a look at the origins of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, or wheat penny as collectors call it, was introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, this was the first time a real person appeared on an American coin. The coin's obverse featured Lincoln's iconic profile, and this design has been largely preserved ever since, making the Lincoln penny a symbol of American history. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has seen several redesigns. In 1959, the reverse side changed to the Lincoln Memorial, adding to its significance. By the time we get to 1977, pennies had become a staple in everyday life, but that year, something special happened in the minting process that would forever change the value of certain pennies. So, why is the 1977 penny with a mint mark so unique? The 1977 Lincoln penny was produced in the millions, but only certain coins minted that year are worth such an extraordinary amount today. Let's break down why. Most Lincoln pennies are minted at one of three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Pennies minted in Denver are marked with a small d, while those from San Francisco bear an S. If you have a 1977 penny with one of these mint marks, you might be holding on to a valuable piece of history. Here's where things get interesting. The 1977 pennies that are fetching such high prices often have rare minting errors or anomalies that make them stand out. Some of the most sought-after 1977 pennies are known for their double die errors, where the images or letters appear doubled. This type of error can occur if the die shifts slightly during the minting process. Another rare feature is an off-center strike, where the design isn't perfectly centered on the coin. These errors are incredibly valuable to collectors because they're so rare. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a 1977 penny with a prominent double die on Liberty or an off-center strike, you might just have $1 million coin in your collection. So, how can you tell if your 1977 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Here's a quick checklist. Mint mark. First, check for a mint mark, either a D or S. The presence of a mint mark can make it more desirable, especially in high-grade conditions. Condition or grade. Condition is everything. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are highly valued. Look for a penny with a sharp, crisp image and minimal scratches. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services are where the big bucks start to roll in. Errors and anomalies. Look closely for any signs of doubling, especially on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as on the date. Off-center strikes and other visible errors can add major value. Weight. Some rare 1977 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover bronze planchets from earlier years instead of the typical copper-zinc alloy. Weighing the coin can reveal if it's a bit heavier than a standard penny, potentially adding to its value. Keep in mind, though, that the majority of 1977 pennies won't have these specific qualities. But if yours does, it's time to get it professionally evaluated. Now, let's talk about the part you've all been waiting for, the incredible current market value of $9.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Some of the rarest 1977 Lincoln pennies with unique minting errors or in pristine condition have been valued at up to $9.5 million in recent years. This high value is driven by coin collectors' demand for rare and unique pennies in top condition. However, remember that achieving such a high price requires all factors to align: mint mark, error, pristine condition, and a keen buyer's market. But don't let that discourage you. Even finding one with minor errors could still bring you thousands or even hundreds of thousands at auction. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny? Here are a few final tips. Handle with care. Always hold the coin by its edges to avoid fingerprints and get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS and NGC offer professional grading, which can significantly increase the coin's marketability and value. Research and network. Look at online auction sites and coin forums to see what similar coins are fetching. Networking with other collectors can give you insights into the market. Host holds up the penny one more time with excitement. So, there you have it. The 1977 Lincoln penny with a mint mark could be your ticket to an incredible payday. Who knew a penny could be worth millions? Check your collection, and who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos on rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy hunting. Outro music plays as the video fades out, showing social media links and a call to action to subscribe. This script provides historical context, technical tips, and a compelling call to action for viewers, making it ideal for sparking curiosity and encouraging engagement. Today, we're diving into the incredible world of coin collecting to discuss a specific penny that might just be lying around in your pocket right now, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Now, this isn't just any penny. Some rare versions of this coin can be worth an astonishing $96 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around, and I'll reveal how to spot a valuable 1980 penny, the history behind it, and why collectors are paying a fortune for it. Before we jump into what makes the 1980 penny so valuable, let's take a step back and explore the Lincoln penny's history. The Lincoln cent, featuring Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate his 100th birthday. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, this penny was the first U.S. coin to depict a real person. The Lincoln penny has seen many design changes and mint mark variations since, making each year unique, especially in terms of value for collectors. Now, let's talk about the 1980 Lincoln penny itself. Minted in massive numbers, the 1980 penny features the familiar Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was used from 1959 to 2008. In 1980, these pennies were made at three major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Here's where it gets important: each mint mark, and even certain errors, can drastically change the coin's value. So, what makes certain 1980 pennies worth millions? Well, it all boils down to three things: rarity, errors, and condition. While millions of 1980 pennies were produced, very few high-grade coins exist. Only a handful of 1980 pennies in perfect uncirculated condition, graded at MS 70, the highest possible grade, have been found. These rare, high-grade coins are highly sought after by collectors, especially those with pristine features and clear mint marks. Mint errors are another big factor. Some 1980 pennies feature rare errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. A doubled die error means parts of the design are accidentally struck twice, creating a shadow effect. These errors are rare and increase a penny's value immensely. If you have a 1980 penny with a significant error, you could be holding a small fortune. Collectors love coins in top-notch condition, which is why the grading system is so important. Grades like MS 65 and above, which mean the coin is nearly flawless, can dramatically raise its value. But here's the real kicker: a 1980 Lincoln penny in pristine MS 70 condition with a rare error can be worth millions, with the highest prices reaching up to $96 million in some cases. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1980 penny? First, check for the mint mark. Then, look at the overall condition: is it shiny and uncirculated, or has it seen better days? Lastly, inspect it closely for any errors. A magnifying glass will help you spot things like doubled dies, cracks, or unusual patterns. Coin grading companies, like PCGS and NGC, can help by grading your coin and giving it an official value. If you believe you have a valuable 1980 penny, getting it professionally graded is essential to maximizing its worth. Let's talk numbers. As of the latest market trends, a regular 1980 penny with no significant errors might only be worth a few cents or dollars if it's in great condition. However, a 1980 penny with a rare error or high MS-70 grade can skyrocket in value. The current record-breaking prices for the rarest versions are estimated to reach as high as $96 million. Now, that's not an everyday find, but the possibility is what excites collectors and keeps these coins in demand. Got a 1980 penny you think might be worth big bucks? Here's what to do next. First, get it graded. Then, you can consider selling it on auction sites like eBay, or through well-known coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions. Coins with official grading certificates are much more likely to sell at higher prices, especially if they have rare errors or mint marks. Remember, even if it's not worth millions, a valuable penny can still be a great addition to any collection, and could even appreciate in value over time. So, there you have it. The 1980 Lincoln penny may just be one of the most interesting coins in American history, and if you're lucky enough to have a rare one, it could be worth life-changing money. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to your channel name, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any future coin videos. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Who knows, you might just have a $96 million penny in your pocket. This script should captivate viewers, especially those interested in coin collecting, and provide valuable information on how to spot a potentially valuable 1980 Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving into a small coin with a huge story, the 1988 Lincoln cent, a penny that could be worth up to $97 million. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny piece of copper may look just like the rest, but there's something unique about it that makes it one of the most valuable coins out there. Let's get into what makes this coin so valuable, the story behind it, how to identify if you have one of these rare gems in your collection, and what makes it worth so much in today's market. First, let's roll back the clock to 1988. The United States was using primarily copper-coated zinc to make pennies, and the design featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday and stayed until 2008. So, the 1988 penny didn't look all that different from the other years in this series, but there's one detail that makes certain versions incredibly special. Most 1988 pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent. But collectors have discovered rare varieties within this year that can sell for millions. So what makes this 1988 penny worth up to $97 million? It's all about the mint mark. For those unfamiliar, the mint mark on a U.S. coin shows where the coin was produced. In 1988, pennies were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and a small batch in San Francisco. But what's unique here is a very specific type of 1988 penny minted in Philadelphia. Philadelphia pennies from this year typically don't carry any mint mark, but an error in the engraving process has made some of these coins extremely rare. Here's where it gets interesting. A certain variation in the engraving of the mint mark makes some of these 1988 pennies extremely valuable. Look closely at the FG initials on the back of the coin, near the Lincoln Memorial. These initials are from Frank Gasparo, the designer, and they are a key clue. On these rare 1988 pennies, the style of the G differs slightly due to the use of an engraving meant for a different year. If you're lucky enough to find this particular design on your 1988 penny, you might just have a piece of gold in your hands. It's the same with the mint mark variation, even the smallest difference can make a huge impact on the coin's worth. Now let's get to the exciting part. How much are these rare 1988 Lincoln pennies worth in today's market? Well, depending on their condition and the distinct characteristics of the engraving error, some of these pennies have been sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Currently, they are valued at up to $97 million for coins in pristine condition. Why so high? It's a combination of extreme rarity and the allure of owning a highly coveted coin. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins, especially those with historical errors. These coins symbolize a unique moment in minting history and are seen as treasures of American currency. So, you're probably wondering if you might have one of these valuable pennies lying around. Here are some tips to help you find out. Look for the 1988 date and carefully examine any possible mint marks or engraving details. As we mentioned, the subtle difference in the design of the G can make all the difference. Like with most collectible coins, pennies in mint state or uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Even a slight scratch can lower the value. If you think you found a valuable 1988 penny, it's a good idea to have it authenticated by a professional. Many collectors and auction houses offer appraisal services and can give you an accurate assessment of your coin's value. The 1988 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something seemingly ordinary can become extraordinarily valuable. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies at home, go through them. You never know if a $97 million penny is hiding in there. And if you're interested in other rare coins, be sure to check out our channel for more videos on valuable coins, mint errors, and the fascinating history behind US currency. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about more hidden treasures. Until next time, happy hunting, and may the coin odds be ever in your favor. This script blends historical insight with practical tips for viewers, keeping them engaged while highlighting the incredible worth of the 1988 Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln cents, and specifically, we're talking about the 1996 Lincoln penny. This coin might seem ordinary, but you may be holding a piece worth millions of dollars without even knowing it. That's right, a single penny worth as much as $67 million. Today, we'll uncover what makes this coin so unique, its history, mint marks, key details to look for, and how you could potentially find one worth a fortune. So, let's get started. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the Lincoln penny itself. Introduced back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, our 16th president. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has remained a staple in American currency. Over the years, it has undergone some design and composition changes, including the reverse switch from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and later to the shield design in 2010. The 1996 penny is part of this long lineage of Lincoln cents, but what makes this particular year and mint so intriguing? Let's break it down. On the surface, the 1996 penny might seem like any other modern penny, but it actually has some unique characteristics. Minted in copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, the coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial. Now, here's where the details get interesting. 1996 Lincoln pennies were produced in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, indicated by their respective mint marks, P for Philadelphia, or no mark at all, and D for Denver. But not all 1996 pennies are created equal. The 1996 penny has become famous due to rare and valuable error types that have emerged over time. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch astronomical prices. Let's talk about a few of the errors you should keep an eye out for. Insert visuals of penny errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or other minting issues. One of the most notable error types is the doubled die error. This occurs when the die itself has been mistakenly engraved twice, resulting in a doubling effect on certain parts of the coin, like Lincoln's profile or the words, "In God We Trust." These double die errors are extremely rare on 1996 pennies and can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the clarity and location of the doubling. another potential high-value error includes off-center strikes. Sometimes, the coin blank isn't aligned properly during minting, causing part of the design to appear off-center. These off-center errors can make a standard penny worth tens of thousands of dollars to collectors. Now, here's the million-dollar question, or in this case, the $67 million question: can a 1996 Lincoln penny truly be worth that much? The answer: possibly. Some rare variations, paired with their pristine condition and unique features, can fetch astronomical prices at auction due to demand from collectors. While the $67 million valuation is definitely on the extreme end, coins with unique characteristics can absolutely reach high six- or seven-figure values under the right conditions. The key factors here are the rarity, error types, and the coin's grade. Now, let's talk about grading. Grading is essential for determining a coin's value. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC evaluate a coin's condition and assign it a grade from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, which is perfect condition. A 1996 Lincoln penny in MS68 or MS69 grade, for example, is nearly flawless and can attract very high bids, particularly if it also has one of the unique errors we discussed. If you're thinking, maybe I have one of these valuable pennies, consider sending it to a professional grading service for authentication. A high grade or error coin can turn that ordinary-looking penny into a small fortune. Wondering how you can find these valuable coins? The answer is surprisingly simple: start by searching your own pocket change or coin jars. Many high-value coins are discovered accidentally. Here are some tips to increase your chances. Inspect every 1996 penny you come across, looking for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual marks. Invest in a magnifying glass or digital microscope to closely examine details you might miss with the naked eye. Consider purchasing coin rolls from banks to search through larger quantities at once. Join online forums or groups for coin enthusiasts to stay updated on the latest valuable finds. So, there you have it. The 1996 Lincoln penny may seem common, but with rare error types and pristine conditions, it could be worth far more than 1 cent, maybe even millions. Whether you're a collector or just someone who likes to keep an eye out for valuable coins, remember that a treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Comment below if you found any rare coins, and let us know what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Outro music fades out. This script emphasizes the potential high value of the 1996 Lincoln penny and encourages viewers to search for valuable coins, keeping them engaged with history, valuable errors, and specific collecting. Today, we're talking about a penny minted just a decade ago, and today, it's sparking a collector's frenzy. In this video, we'll uncover the mystery, history, and sheer value of this ordinary-looking but highly valuable coin. Before diving into why the 2014 Lincoln penny has skyrocketed in value, let's quickly explore the iconic history of the Lincoln penny itself. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln penny replaced the Indian head cent. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, setting a new trend for American currency. Lincoln pennies have always been popular among collectors, but in recent years, certain rare finds have emerged with staggering values, turning pennies into a true treasure hunt. Among these, some modern coins, like the 2014 Lincoln penny, have become legends. So, what makes a 2014 penny so valuable? Not all 2014 pennies are worth millions, but certain rare versions are highly prized. The two main mints for pennies that year were the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Both mints produced a large volume of pennies that year, but a handful of them were struck with unique characteristics, creating rarities. The majority of 2014 pennies are worth just face value, but for coins that show specific minting errors, high-quality preservation, or even experimental designs, the story changes drastically. A perfect storm of rarity and collector demand can elevate their worth far beyond a single cent. The 2014 penny has a few variations that make it special. Most notably, coins struck with unique errors like double die, off-centering, or even rare die cracks can be worth thousands of dollars. In one exceptional case, a 2014 Lincoln penny with an extremely rare minting error was valued at $27 million. This error could include a double-struck image or a highly unusual flaw that makes the coin nearly one of a kind. Collectors will pay a premium for coins with these unique characteristics. Additionally, a 2014 penny graded as MS 70 or near perfect mint condition can fetch a high price because of its pristine quality and scarcity in such condition. While the rumored $27 million price tag is extraordinary, it illustrates the potential value such coins can reach. A typical 2014 penny might sell for 50 cents to $2 if it's in uncirculated condition or graded highly. However, for those ultra-rare pennies with documented errors or incredible grades, the market value can jump into thousands or even millions. The excitement around coins like these is driven by two main factors: rarity and condition. If you find a 2014 penny with an error, it's worth getting it professionally graded. A coin's grade is determined by its condition, with MS 60 to MS 70 indicating various levels of mint state. Coins graded MS 70 are flawless and can command substantial value. If you have a 2014 penny, here's how to see if it's worth big money. First, look for a mint mark. Coins from the Denver Mint will have a small D under the date, while Philadelphia pennies lack any mint mark. Second, check for visible errors, such as doubling in the image or lettering, which often looks like a faint shadow or extra outline. Even minor anomalies can boost a coin's value. Next, check the coin's overall quality. Coins with no visible wear or marks stand a better chance of higher grading and, therefore, higher value. And remember, the best way to confirm the worth of a penny with possible errors is to get it certified by a professional grading service. Lincoln pennies are gaining popularity among collectors, and the market for rare coins is showing no signs of slowing down. The fascination with modern era coins, like the 2014 penny, highlights a growing trend where even recent coins can reach astronomical values. As collectors seek unique pieces, the value of well-preserved, rare coins may continue to climb. For coin enthusiasts and casual collectors alike, modern pennies offer an exciting opportunity to find a treasure in their own pocket change. So, do you have a 2014 Lincoln penny sitting around? Check it out closely, it could be worth more than you think. Let us know in the comments if you found any unique or rare pennies, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things coin collecting. Who knows? Your next penny find might just be a millionaire maker. This script mixes history, practical advice, and engaging questions to keep viewers intrigued about their own pennies and inspire them to dive into coin collecting.